Hey guys, so today I'm going to be answering questions from my Tumblr, and I want to do this in a video format because I get a lot of questions that I need to elaborate more on and I really can't answer in 200 words or whatever they give you. So I'm going to be answering questions from my Tumblr. If you guys don't follow me on there already, you can go to the link below and follow me on there and ask me anonymous questions or whatever kind of questions you want. You don't have to expose yourself or anything like that, and you can ask them totally in private. So that is what we're gonna be doing today. I'm gonna start this kind of as a series on my channel just because I like to answer your guys' questions and I like to do it in a sit-down format where I can really express how I'm feeling and really answer your questions in a broader sense than just answering them through typing. So I do answer a lot of questions on Tumblr, but I'm gonna be answering some more elaborately on my channel here. So today's question is from Anonymous, and they say, did you find it easy or have any difficulties transitioning to a bicycle as your only form of transportation? Are you happier just having a bicycle or miss the ease of a car at times? So if you guys don't know, or if you haven't noticed in my vlogs, we don't have a car anymore. We sold it because it was just a huge expense, and we live in a city where basically everything is at the tip of our fingers and we can bike there fairly easily to get all of our groceries and to get around and all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of an adjustment at first because obviously you can't just take your car and go load up on groceries and get everything that you need and, you know, easily just go anywhere that you want to go. But we do have other ways of getting our groceries and things like that. So what we bought was actually a baby cart off Amazon. It's for children, and we put our groceries in that. We'll just hook it up to our bike and put all of our groceries in there and bike home, and it's really not that hard because Sprouts is only like 4 kilometers away. So it's like 8 kilometers round trip, and it's really not like a big pain. The only thing that I would say that sucks about having a bicycle only is that the weather. So if it's raining or if it's really cold in the morning or if it's really hot, it kind of sucks. And especially if you're trying to bike somewhere that's further away, like 20, 30, 40 kilometers away, it can kind of be a pain in the butt. But I definitely love it because it's so simple. Now that we're building a tiny house, we thought about, well, should we buy a truck? Because we're gonna obviously need to get tons of materials to the job site and back and forth, and we're gonna need to tow this thing at some point. But we looked into buying a truck and they're just so expensive. Even the used ones would cost us so much money, plus insurance, plus licensing and taxes and all that kind of stuff, along with gas. So what we're doing is we're actually going to be renting a U-Haul truck whenever we need to get materials and things like that back and forth from the job site, which at most would cost us probably $1,000 to do the entire job. We figured it out and did all the calculations and everything like that. So there is ways around not having a vehicle, and I think that just not having one forces me to obviously use my body as a form of transportation. So it's like I get to work out every day without even thinking about, oh, I have to work out. It's just, I need to go get groceries, or I want to go to yoga, or I want to go here or there, or go meet up with people or do something, and I need to obviously bike there and use my body to get there. So I can burn easily a couple thousand calories every single week just doing normal tasks that most people would jump in their car and do. So I didn't find it really hard at all since it's nice here. I would say, you know, if you want to use a bike as your form of transportation, you kind of need to live somewhere that is warm and that you can do that year round, because I know Derek, when we first started dating, he was in Canada and he was riding his bike to and from work in the snow when it was 0 degrees Celsius out. So obviously it makes it a lot easier living in Tucson, and that it's sunny and that it barely rains here and that it's just so nice all the time. But that's the way that we chose to live our lifestyle. Obviously we didn't want to live in a place where we can't be active year round, and it's just a choice that we made to move and to live somewhere warm. So obviously it is, you know, it's not for everybody. Not everybody can just ride their bike to and from work. Some people have to go 30 miles to work every day or something like that, and whatever. But I would say if you want to, you know, be the healthiest that you can and lose weight the fastest or in the best way without really having to try and having to force yourself to work out, is when it's nice out and when you have the time to do it, you should definitely use your bike or use your body, whether that's walking or running, to get to where you need to go. Especially like if you have a job. I always tell people that have a sit-down job all day, they'll just sit down at their desk all day and then they'll eat lunch and then they'll go sit down at their desk. And most people can eat lunch at their job at their desk, so they can just eat while they're working, take their lunch break. Even if it's cold outside, you can go walk up and down the stairs in your building, or you can walk around your building. I know lots of people work in gigantic buildings, so it's nice to just get active for 20 to 30 minutes every single day in whatever form that you can do that. Just do whatever you can do and make it sustainable for you. So personally, I think that it was one of the best decisions, obviously, for us to move somewhere warm, but it was also another great decision to get rid of our car, because we are creating so much less pollution and we're getting active every single day, just doing daily tasks. So no, it wasn't really hard to transition. There are obviously points where it is difficult and we don't have a car, but we can always rent a car or do things like that if we need to go somewhere far, or take an Uber or whatever. So I definitely would recommend it if you are in a position where you can get rid of your car and bike to work, or use your body to get to where you need to go, and you live somewhere that's sustainable to do year round. So that is my answer to today's question. If you have any other questions, please go to my Tumblr or post them below and I will answer them in my next Tumblr Ask. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day and I will see you tomorrow.